Hey, it's me. It is time for another squishy makeover video. We all look forward to these times and they are oh so special. I sound really sarcastic and I don't know why. I actually really do look forward to these. I guess there is a small bit of dread because today I'm doing something that you guys wanted me to do, but I'm also anticipating the worst. I recently did another unboxing video, and after posting that unboxing video, you guys had some opinions. This one came up in the conversation quite a lot. I've gotten so many pineapples before. Why is this one suddenly getting talked about? I mentioned that I had an idea. I'm having some thoughts about this pineapple. I didn't say what the idea was. I don't know if I'd be able to do it, and I am afraid that you guys would hold me to it. But who are we kidding? Everyone knew what it was. I was thinking about turning this pineapple into one of my existing characters, Georgie, who is actually a pin. It may seem like really easy because it's already a pineapple. It ain't gonna be. I need to create limbs for him. There are deep grooves going through this squishy. Is it gonna make it look weird? There's also a flower here, but I'm going to try it because you guys really wanted me to. So if I fail, that's on you. But also you guys heavily requested that I work on this butterfly ripped. Right there. I have some plans for this one. I'm actually quite excited about this one. Most of the time I do 3 squishies in a squishy makeover. Today, I'm not sure. It's possible that I'll have time for a 3rd one. I'm gonna leave that up to future me. All right, let's get into squishy roasting. Okay, so we are starting with this little fruit creature. It's a pineapple with a flower and a face. This squishy looks to be brand new. Oh, it has this youthful glow to it. I'm not super excited by the design. Those heart eyes, no, not so much. Nope, stop looking at me. There are deep grooves all the way around, except in a small area around the face, but this is not the correct placement for Georgie's face, so it doesn't really help me. The reason I was so hesitant to actually try this Georgie recreation project is because you guys know how much I love Georgie and I didn't want to completely fail at it and dishonor him, but I'm gonna try anyway. First, we're gonna need to sand this squishy to give us enough texture in the foam so that the paint can adhere properly. Vacuuming up the crumbs. Is that in the video or is that just a speck on my screen? Oh, okay. I should still probably clean this screen though. Next, I need to surgically remove the flower, so cutting that off, and then just trimming that area up, trying to blend the edges into the shape of the pineapple as much as possible. To make this into Georgie, we need to add all of his little duck attributes, the wings, the beak, the feet. I'm looking for squishies with body parts that I need. I really don't want to have to shape new parts out of foam by hand. It's much easier to just swipe up some other squishies, cut off their body parts, and use those.
Oh, those are nice wings you got there.
It wants us. After all my digging, I did select 3 victims, but before we cut them up, let's get to know them. This is one of 2 penguins. I actually wrote that in a video when I was testing out some markers that somebody sent me. I wanted to use the feet of this one. The beak is a little too pointy for Georgie, so I'll pass on that. And I would use the wings, but somebody already beat me to it. Well, good. You know, you've lost body parts before, so no big deal. It's fine. Just sing a happy song and don't think about the fact that your feet are being sawed off. That's true defeat. Then we have this sweet baby penguin. The wings on this one will work splendidly. That's right.
Wait for the last time.
No, she's just a baby. Don't do it. I'm scared. Finally, this one, I think it's supposed to be wrapped in a towel and like a shower cap, like he just got out of the shower. It looks more like he just got out of the dumpster, but I do like his beak. Georgie needs a beak. Give it up. Come on, don't be selfish. So I've collected all my fresh body parts, and you may be wondering what's gonna happen to all of these poor little folks. I'm gonna be moving them into the hopeless bin. The disrespect. This bin houses only the most desperate squishies. At least they can all cry together. I brought out the original Georgie pin for reference, and I'm gonna start trying to position all these parts in the correct spots. Oh boy. Oh no. Okay, let's move to a new spot and try again. So awkward looking. And again, luckily, after fiddling around with this one a little bit more, I actually got a decent Georgie resemblance. This may actually work. Normally, I try to use fabric glue to preserve the softness of the squishies, but shh, it's okay. Considering how many little pieces I had to attach, I opted for hot glue this time. Even with the hot glue though, it was really tricky trying to get all these pieces to stick because of the deep ridges in the foam. You can see the edges are not staying at all. Ugh, that is just so frustrating to look at. I just had to glue and re-glue these pieces and then work quickly to try to seal everything in with puffy paint. I had to go all the way around each piece. Toward the end of this process, I realized that the beak was popping back up. I have to wait until the paint dries completely in order to fix that.
It's dry.
In order to try to help the bond, I'm just using some tweezers to try to pluck out a few little chunks of foam and hopefully give the glue a better surface to hang on to. Here we go with the glue. Hold it to dry and seal in the seam. While I'm at it, I'm going over some of the other areas that needed a little bit more reinforcement. I'm also patching up the exposed flesh from the flower removal surgery. Of course, making sure to feather out the edges of the paint. This helps to create a nice smooth surface so that I don't end up with too many lumps. And then I like to go over everything with a couple very thin layers of slick paint, and this just helps to really smooth over everything at once and even things out a little bit. And here he is. Poor creature. He looks in pain. And at last, I'm going over the whole thing with a white base coat, and isn't that just nice? The base coat just really helps to get a fresh start that's just so much easier to paint over. And oh, it's exciting! This is really gonna start becoming Georgie, which if you are new to my channel, Georgie is a character that I invented in a past video. Georgie! He's a pineapple duck that I have become obsessed with. Guess who's here? Now to paint on the back. Oh, look at this super cool transition. You see this? It's coming closer and then, oh, wow. I just got the chills. I'm kidding, just in case your sarcasm meter is broken. And the crown is a lot different in shape and volume than my original design, but I decided to let that go. You know, I had enough things to worry about with putting together this project, so the leaves aren't exactly the same. Fine, okay? We can deal with that, right? Promise me nobody's gonna complain about the leaves not being the exact same. Promise. Out with the green, in with the orange. At this point, we are really just rocking and rolling. I will point out that the toes, particularly on the right foot, kind of form together into one mega toe. I don't know, I'm just saying. I needed to do a little bit of touch up, just cleaning up the edges, giving us some nice crisp lines. And now for the face. So I actually took a screenshot while I was recording the planning phase. That way I knew where I needed to place each feature and I could just kind of focus on creating smooth lines. And I'm just bringing back some of that toe separation there. I thought that the brown I used was a little bit too dark, so I went over that with a lighter brown. Add the little sparkle in his eye. Oh, yes, that's Georgie. Hello. And that smooth area where the old face was, which is now his behind, I decided to take advantage of that little area by using it as the place for my signature. And it's Georgie. Here is the before and after. I love the Georgie design so much more than that original pineapple thing. This did not turn out half as terrible as I thought it was going to.
He kind of looks like baby Georgie.
So let me take the time to thank you guys for pressuring me into this.
Thank you, darling.
I'm glad that I gave it a try. So let's compare him to the original design. Okay. How about to the Georgie painted shell? Interesting, okay. And how about to the Georgie plush?
I am so excited to announce that the Georgie plush is available for sale. The link is in the description. I know what you're all thinking. This was all planned. From the moment I had the idea to make a Georgie squishy to now, the launching of the official Georgie plush. But that's actually not true. We have been working on the development of this plush for months, and I've been painting the squishies in this video for weeks. Both projects just happened to come together and land on the same day, and it's perfection. I just can't believe the amazing timing of this. But anyway, you guys have been requesting a Georgie plush since the video came out where I designed this character, and I'm so excited to be able to deliver on this and give the people what they've been asking for. We're used to seeing Georgie like this. The plush reveals he's got little legs. Oh my gosh, look at these legs. This plush is available for a limited time. So if you want one, don't wait. The price you see is including shipping, so there's no additional charge for shipping. This is actually lowering the overall cost for you guys. He does come with his own official certificate and also access to a special little thank you video by me. Do not forget to check your order page because shipping times do vary. We're gonna get back to the video, but I just want to say this again. Was that really saying anything? I don't think so. I love plushies in general, but this one is just exceptionally cute. Okay, I'm gonna stop now.
And now it's time for the butterfly. We've already discussed the wing detachment. That's a situation we will deal with. Oh, look, I'm making it fly. So the shape of the wings I really like. The actual body of it, it's a no from me. Just look at those little legs. They look like pimples or udders, nipples. I don't like them. Also, why is it wearing earmuffs? So what's my big plan for the butterfly that I was so excited about? Well, come on in here, don't be shy. I have this dragon squishy. When I first opened this one on camera, many people requested it, but it got beat out by that huge donut, which I opened in the same video, and that ended up being Team Unicorn here, which then moved on to win Squishy of the Year in my annual ranking video. But then, you know, everyone pretty much forgot about you, didn't they? It seems that somebody has started painting this and then gave up. It's definitely not one of those fierce dragons that guards castles and eats people. This one probably eats cake. Back to the butterfly, I'm just gonna cut off the little bug. We don't need it. Quickly, I'm gonna sand those up or down, sand them over, sand them under. I don't know. And look at that, I've taken her under my wing.
Is that a joke?
So you know how this dragon isn't intimidating? Let's put some big butterfly wings on her. Yeah, that helps. First, I need to try to peel off all of this paint that's on there. Now that most of the paint has been peeled off, this squishy is ready to be sanded. She is about to get some beautiful full wings. Beautiful full. So we really don't need these little shrunken wing nubs anymore. Okay, sweetie, just look down for me. It's just like a haircut, but with pain. Snip, snip, there we go. Taking some fabric glue and just squeezing a huge glob of it. No. I'm gonna apply the glue to the wing and stick it on. And once we have both in place, throw a rubber band or 2 or 3 to hold pressure on them while they dry. A few hours later, they're ready to be set free. And it's now time for the filling of all gaps, holes, and raw patches. Oh, but the journey is just beginning. And here we go, in with the finger painting. Yep, sometimes it's the best way. And now that everything is dried and in place, guess what?
It's time for an outrageous number of coats of paint.
Yeah, I applied so many coats of puffy paint to try to achieve a smooth surface. So now, oops, sorry, did I get you? Typically you see dragons with very bold, intense colors, but this isn't a typical dragon. So I thought, you know, what if I go the complete opposite of that and just use very soft, muted colors? I decided to go in with a kind of light khaki color. Yeah, this may seem like an odd choice.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly still not completely convinced that it was the perfect choice. I've never seen a dragon in this color, so whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. For the wings and accents, I decided to go with a range of colors. This looks like a little mini factory.
That's one brilliant mind right there.
So yes, I'm going for rainbow, but but usually I go with either pastel rainbow or just a bright rainbow. This time I'm actually going to desaturate the colors by mixing in the complementary color and then creating a much more muted version of the color. So I don't want to hear, girl, you need to branch out. No, I am. This is different, okay? I think I could have gone even more muted, honestly, but I didn't want to go too far. So I'm going to be using these colors in rainbow order across the wings and the belly. It is kind of sad how the green and the yellow are like right in your face, but then the blue and the purple are kind of tucked down, kind of in the crotch. Not a great place to be. I mean, from the front, you can't even see the purple. Oh yeah, it's under there. Also, just a general comment so far, I don't like this. Maybe the pink is too light, so let's hope adjusting that solves all my problems. And here I go with the second coat. The darker pink did help. It does look a little bit more balanced now, but I'm honestly still not sold on this design yet. I was starting to get worried. As you can see, I'm now ignoring the mold of the squishy and I'm just shifting up all of the stripes and just getting the placement that I want. My original plan with these butterfly wings was to place them on a completely random, like traditionally wingless animal, like a cat, creating new species and stuff. So using a dragon squishy wasn't really going with my original plan because dragons do normally have wings, but these are definitely not the traditional dragon wings. I mean, they're butterfly wings. So I guess technically this is kind of a new species. It's a butterfly dragon. Let's call her a dragonfly. Wait, well, what do you want me to call her? A buttergon? Nah. Dragonfly it is. Time to paint the little spines, and I went rainbow on this. They kind of look like candy, and just taking the time to show that I'm painting over that last little section there. We don't need it. I'm going with the mouth as it is, and just kind of outlining it to make it stand out a little bit more. Drawing on some cutesy little eyes, adding some little details to the eyes. I looked at this for all of 2 seconds before deciding to change it, so I just globbed on some more paint on top of that. It's clear that I'm just creating a really clumpy mess, so I just thought, you know, let's just wipe all of this off. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna step away for a second. I'm just gonna work on adding some of the details to the wings. Nice and easy. Everything is okay. Don't worry about the fact that the face is melting off. This time I'm gonna try with black eyes, so I'm just painting big black circles. I realized that the original eyes were kind of off to the sides, but I really wanted you to be able to see her whole face from the front since her wings are out, and I just wanted everything to be facing forward, but she's looking like a hippo. So guess what? Oh, that's right. This could be in an ad for waterproof mascara. I was feeling a very strong urge to give up on this. Burn it! Burn it! As you can see, I just completely painted over the entire thing. I want to start fresh. So I'm going in with some new eyes, a bit of a different style. I'm changing the shape. I'm changing the position. So far, so good. And then I added these lines there. Wait. This is what I've done. Still looks like a freaking hippo. I'm starting to think that maybe the mouth is a part of the problem. So even though this should have been done way earlier in the process, I'm gonna try to cover up the mouth indent by applying a thick coat of puffy paint and layer after layer after layer after layer. It's a little less noticeable. Let's just say it's her little double chin. That's fine. I feel you. Filling in some more of the details, the horns, the ears, trying to fix up the mess of the torso. And while I was working on that, I made the decision that I want to give her a really strong blush on her cheeks because her eyes, I feel like they kind of look embarrassed. Let's just go with it. She's embarrassed. I wanted her to look like that. That's what I was going for. I'm gonna call her Rosie. She's Rosie the bashful dragonfly. Dragonfly. So I'm gonna give her a little side smile like she's embarrassed. So this one was really tough, a lot of struggle, but now that I've stepped away and I'm looking at it, I think I really like her actually. I kind of like her embarrassed expression. It's kind of funny. I keep trying to make her fly. That looks dumb. These colors do look really bright when you see her by herself, but compare her to one of my actual bright rainbow paint jobs and you can see they are pretty muted colors in comparison. And oh not to rub salt in the wound. Look who it is. It's her nemesis. Passive-aggressive drive-by. Oh no, she didn't. Oh boy. That's okay. Brush it off. Oh no! Oh no, 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 no. What is happening? Rosie, stop. You're killing her. Okay, that is over now. At the beginning of this video, I told you I wasn't sure if I would have time for a third squishy. I did actually start painting a third one, but I didn't end up being able to finish it in time. I needed to stop filming and get into editing, and I already had plenty of footage for this video, so I will finish it and post a picture of the completed squishy on Instagram this weekend, so you guys can at least see how it came out. My account is Mariah Elizabeth Official on Instagram. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. I really love these two. Georgie's just so sweet, and Rosie is so bashful. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Squishy Makeovers, and I will see you next week. Bye!